Just before we get into the grocery haul, I just wanted to share with you guys the new bread slicing machine at Coles. So often when you buy a loaf of sourdough bread, it doesn't come sliced. So now they provide a machine that slices it for you. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Just doing another quick grocery haul for you guys, and then probably add in some meal prep videos either in this clip or the next video. So I went to Coles and I grabbed more of this chicken noodle soup for my partner because we love it. And then I also grabbed this French onion soup because I think in my previous video I mentioned that I didn't like this soup compared to this one, but some of you guys mentioned that you guys can use this to put in, I think, French onion dip and apricot chicken. So I'm going to put this in the pantry, and when I get around to making apricot chicken, I'm going to add this to it. I have to look up the recipe because I don't think I've ever made apricot chicken before. Also grabbed a couple of oranges because we were craving it, and it was $3 a kilo this week. We also went to the reject shop and a shaver shop. So my partner purchased this for I think $17 at the shaver shop, and I think it was 30% off. And this shaving balm was also marked down for like $1, I believe. And then we grabbed some mincemeat that's back at Coles for $12 a kilo. Bacon was about $4 for 250 grams. Capsicum, $7 a kilo. And I'm going to cut this up. We'll probably dice it really fine and add it to spaghetti bolognese for his meal prep. Another onion. I've also got some carrots and onion in his fridge as well. Soap. He purchased the Dove soap bars at the reject shop because they're only $4 for a pack of 4. Or you can buy it individually for $1 a bar. He also grabbed the washing liquid for $7.50, I believe. So that's significantly cheaper than Coles and Woolies unless they have a 50% sale. He also grabbed the Quilton toilet rolls for $7.50, 3-ply, and there's 12 rolls in there. So cheaper than Coles and Woolies again. And these disinfectant wipes we grabbed for $3.50 at Coles. Moving over here, we got some bacon. I think I already mentioned that one. $4 for 250 grams. Cage-free eggs. I believe he paid $4.70 for those. And I grabbed some of this honey mustard simmer sauce from Coles. And I think this one was $2. We are not going to be using this one this week, but it will be popped into our pantry. And we'll probably make some honey mustard chicken either next week or next fortnight. So that pretty much wraps up this small grocery haul. I will probably be adding the cooking clips within this video for you guys to have a look at. So I'll see you in the next clip. So guys, for meal prep, we will be making spaghetti bolognese. I've got some carrots from last week's shop, some beef mince, 2 jars of these Nonna's capsicum bolognese sauce. It was 2 for $6 or $4.50 for 1 can, so we grabbed 2. Also have a capsicum at the back and onion. So I've diced everything up quite finely, so about 5 or 6 carrots, 1 really large onion, 2 of the jars of sauce as I mentioned, because 1 often isn't enough for us because we like it really saucy, and that capsicum which I've diced. And then what I normally do is saute my vegetables in a bit of water because the beef mince has a lot of fat in it anyways. So once I've cooked all of that down, added a little bit of salt, and then I cooked my beef mince in it. And then I poured in my 2 jars of sauce. I'm someone that likes my pasta quite saucy, so if you want it thicker, maybe don't use too much water when you're sauteing the veggies, or you can even use oil if you like. So that's my meal prep. So I got takeout on one of the days. This was black bean and veggie stir fried with noodles. And then I also got a combination noodle. So my partner had the black bean one, and I had the combination noodle which had some greens, pork, prawns and mussels. It was okay. It was a little bit bland, so I don't think I'll be coming back. I don't remember the name of the restaurant though. It was in Spice Alley near Chippendale. Also, I went to Vivid on the weekend, and just before I went out to have dinner with my partner at Mikazuki at Chatswood, one of my favourite places. We had salmon and kingfish sashimi tacos. They were about $13 for 2 small ones. And then we got some salmon rolls and a volcano scallop roll and some tataki salmon. Overall bill was about $90, but it was well worth it. It was so delicious. And then I think on Friday night or Sunday night, we went out to a pub and had a meat platter. So it had 2 lamb chops, 2 small pieces of chicken, 1 steak and sausages for about $60. And it came with a small serving of chips and gravy. So my partner and I shared this, but I don't think this was worthwhile because the steak was very bland and he was still a little bit hungry after. So I just wanted to note some of the meals that you guys see in this video were from ingredients that I used in the last grocery haul. So as you guys can see here, I'm making a chicken noodle soup with pumpkin, and I love having soup in the winter. Also, these are the chocolate churro turtle chips that I was telling you guys about. They're so delicious. It comes in multiple little layers, as you guys can see there, and it's so flavoursome. Here I've got some canned peaches, and then the thickened cream I purchased, I would have whipped it up with a little bit of sugar. I'm trying to replicate the cream sandwich with fruit that I had in Japan. So I grabbed some of that white bread, and then I basically cut the crust off, added a bit of cream down the base, then topped it up with some fruit, and then filled in the gaps with more cream, and then put the sandwich slice on top. It was quite nice, but I must say it tastes nothing like the sandwich I had in Japan. I think because they use some type of bread that has a bit of sweetness to it as well, whereas I just used a really basic white sandwich slice. But if you know how to make the Japanese fruit and cream sandwiches, let me know what type of bread you use, because I would love to try this again. But yeah, you could add other canned fruits in as well if you like. If you want to give this a go, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I did have leftover cream and fruit, so what I did was turn it into a dessert. I grabbed a small glass cup, put some cream on the bottom, fruit in the middle, and topped it up with some cream. And then a few days later, I did have some leftover cream still, so I wanted to turn it into another dessert. So I used the leftover cream, added in a couple teaspoons of chocolate spread, so Nutella or whatever chocolate spread of your choice, mixed it all up, and this is kind of my way to make a cheat chocolate mousse. I topped it up with a bit of cocoa powder as well. Yeah, so this is a really easy way for me to make a chocolate mousse. Obviously it's not authentic, but it's my way of making things. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next